The Indian government has kicked off a major race to become a leader in a new, game-changing clean fuel. That's exactly what's happening right now with green hydrogen. We're talking about a plan that aims to pull in over 8 lakh crore rupees in investments and change India's energy future forever. This huge push has gotten the stock market excited, with investors looking for the next big winner. But here's the real question. Is this a golden opportunity to invest early, or is it just a bubble waiting to burst? In this video, we'll cut through the noise, break down the government's master plan, and look at the key companies to give you the full story. So, why all the buzz about green hydrogen? It all comes down to three major energy challenges for India. First, our country is growing quickly, and so is our need for energy. Second, we rely a lot on fuel we buy from other countries like oil and gas. This is expensive and means global price changes can hit us hard. And third, we have to deal with pollution and climate change, so we need to move to cleaner energy. For years, we've been searching for a single answer, and now the government is making a big bet on green hydrogen. Let's do a quick science recap. Green hydrogen is made by splitting water into hydrogen and oxygen using an electrolyzer. It's that simple. The magic is that this is done using clean power, like from the sun and wind. The final product is a powerful, clean fuel. When you use it, the only thing that comes out is water. No carbon, no pollution. This could be the solution for cleaning up our biggest industries, like steel, fertilizers, and heavy transport. They are vital for our economy, but are also big polluters. This isn't a dream, it's a calculated move for our economy and the planet. The government sees green hydrogen as the key to becoming energy independent, or Atmanirbhar in energy, and a crucial way to hit our major climate targets, like being net zero by 2070. To turn this vision into reality, the government launched a major plan in January 2023 called the National Green Hydrogen Mission. Think of it as the roadmap for the entire industry. The main target is huge, to produce 5 million metric tons of green hydrogen every year by 2030. To get there, the plan aims to add about 125 gigawatts of new clean energy capacity and bring in over 8 lakh crore rupees in total investments. Now the government is putting its money, starting with an initial budget of almost 20,000 crore rupees to get things going. Most of this money, about 17,490 crore rupees, is for a program called SITE, Strategic Interventions for Green Hydrogen Transition. This program gives financial help for two main things: making the machines that produce hydrogen, called electrolyzers, and for actually making the green hydrogen fuel. It's a plan to build the whole supply chain right here in India. The mission has clear goals: create over 6 lakh jobs, save over 1 lakh crore rupees on imported fuel each year, and cut carbon emissions by about 50 million metric tons annually by 2030. This government push is the foundation of the entire investment opportunity.
The scale of this mission is massive and the numbers are impressive. But the real question for us as investors is, which companies are set to win and deliver returns for investors? We're about to dive into the key players, from the giant corporations to the specialized companies. But before we get into specific stocks, if you find this information useful and want to know about India's top investment trends, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. It helps the channel a lot and makes sure you don't miss future videos like this one. So which companies are ready to gain from this massive opportunity? The race has already started and a few leading companies are already making big moves. First, you have the clear leader Reliance Industries, or RIL. When Reliance gets into a new business, they play to win. They are building the huge Dhirubhai Ambani Green Energy Giga Complex in Jamnagar, Gujarat, which will be the center for their entire new energy business. Their plan is to control the whole process, from solar panels and batteries to the electrolyzers needed to make green hydrogen. Reliance has announced its goal to start its factory for making electrolyzers by late 2026 and aims to produce a massive 3 million tons of green hydrogen each year by 2032. For investors, Reliance offers a powerful all-in-one bet on the green energy space. Next, you have the Adani Group. Similar to Reliance, Adani has a bold plan to build everything from top to bottom. Through Adani New Industries Limited, they are pouring in massive amounts of money. They have a well-known partnership with Total Energies from France, with a plan to invest up to $50 billion over 10 years. Their goal is to build one of the biggest green hydrogen systems in the world. In a major step, they started India's first off-grid 5 MW green hydrogen test project in Kutch, Gujarat in June 2025. This project, which uses its own solar power, is a small-scale test for their much larger green hydrogen hub plant for Mundra, which will produce green hydrogen and related products like green ammonia. While the big companies build their empires, another important company is Larsen& Toubro, or L&T. If Reliance and Adani are mining for gold, L&T is the company selling the shovels. L&T is focusing on what it does best, engineering and construction. They aim to be the go-to company for building green hydrogen plants. Very importantly, L&T has a key partnership with the French company McPhy Energy to manufacture their electrolyzer technology in India. L&T has already opened its first factory for making electrolyzers in Hazira, Gujarat, and it should start selling them soon. For investors who want a piece of the action without betting on a single hydrogen producer, L&T is a key player because it provides the essential tools for everyone. Then we have government-owned companies or PSUs, which are also playing a big part. Leading this group is NTPC Limited, India's largest power company. NTPC is using its decades of experience in power generation to take a leading role in green hydrogen. The company has announced plans for what could be India's largest green hydrogen hub in Andhra Pradesh with a huge planned investment. NTPC is also running several pilot projects like powering buses with hydrogen in Leh and blending hydrogen into the natural gas network, making it a key government player in promoting hydrogen use. Other important government companies include GAIL India Limited, which is using its huge gas pipeline network to test hydrogen blending, making it vital for transporting the fuel. Indian Oil Corporation IOCL is focusing on transportation by setting up hydrogen fuel stations and research centers. And you can't forget ONGC, which is partnering with NTPC to explore making green hydrogen from offshore wind power. Alright, let's get back to our main question. Is this a real opportunity or just a temporary bubble? The truth is probably somewhere in between, but it leans towards being a real long-term shift. Let's be honest, this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It will take a long time for green hydrogen to become affordable for widespread use, probably until 2030 or beyond. There are some big challenges to overcome. The biggest risk is demand. Reports have highlighted that while many projects are announced, very few are running and up and running. This is because there aren't enough confirmed buyers or clear demand for the fuel yet. The cost of green hydrogen is still much higher than traditional fuels, and we are still figuring out the best ways to store and transport it. These are major hurdles. But the reasons to be optimistic are very powerful. The government's commitment is massive and cannot be ignored. The National Green Hydrogen Mission, with its huge investment targets and production support, is a powerful force that is creating a whole new industry. This is not just talk, it's funded national strategy. Plus, India's corporate giants like Reliance, Adani, L&T and Tata are all pouring in billions of dollars into this sector. When government policy and massive private investment align like this, it creates a powerful force that's hard to ignore. This partnership between government and business reduces the risk for long-term investors. So, here's the verdict. While we can expect periods of hype and correction and some companies might not make it, the green hydrogen sector itself is not a bubble. It's a core part of India's long-term economic and energy strategy. This is a generational investment theme, but it demands patience and a focus on companies that can actually deliver over the next decade. So what's the key takeaway for you as an investor? India's green hydrogen journey is one of the most compelling long-term growth stories in the market today. It's backed by strong government support and huge private investment. You can think about your investment in a few ways. You could look at the giant all-in-one players like Reliance and Adani, which are building everything from start to finish. You could consider the key enabler, L&T, which supplies the tools for the industry. Or you could look at the state-backed champions like NTPC, which are carrying out the government's vision. The road ahead will have bumps, especially around cost and technology, but the destination is clear, a cleaner, energy-independent India. For patient, long-term investors, this isn't about chasing the next hot stock. It's about investing in a fundamental transformation of the Indian economy. Which of these companies are you watching? Do you think the government can meet its 2030 goals? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you like this detailed video, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more videos on India's best investment opportunities. Thanks for watching.